All right, let's jump right into this. Welcome to today's explainer, where we're going to be tackling a piece of source material that is so incredibly concise and so brilliantly distilled that literally every single word carries immense weight. Today, we're unpacking the algorithmic guide to the G permutation. Now, if you're a focused learner looking for a masterclass in brevity and highly targeted instruction, well, you've definitely come to the right place. So get ready, because we are going to extract maximum meaning from absolute minimalism.
Let's just take a quick second to look at this title, Algorithmic Guide to the G Permutation. I mean, it immediately promises structure, doesn't it? It promises a very distinct logical solution. The word algorithmic right off the bat tells us we aren't just messing around with trial and error here. We're stepping into the realm of precise, calculated sequences. This isn't just some loose collection of tips. It's a mathematical roadmap. And what's really fascinating is how this title frames the entire journey we're about to take, instantly setting a tone of absolute authority and intense focus right from the jump.
Section 1. The Rubik's Cube.
Okay, so to truly understand our destination, we first have to understand the universe we're operating within, right? And the source text doesn't waste any time getting straight to the point. It drops us right into the core environment of our subject matter. The body of the text literally begins with two simple words, Rubik's Cube. And that's it. There's no lengthy historical prologue about its invention back in the 1970s, no drawn-out explanation of the primary colors or how the internal mechanical core actually works. It just assumes you already know the stakes. By simply stating Rubik's Cube, it inherently defines a puzzle with over 43 quintillion possible configurations. Just think about that number for a second. By grounding us immediately in this vast, deeply complex object, the source material establishes the monumental scale of the problem before it pivots to give us the hyper-specific solution.
Moving on to Section 2, the algorithmic guide. So now that we have our universe firmly defined by the cube itself, how exactly do we navigate it? Well, we have to shift our mindset from the physical object to the intellectual method. The really crucial point here is how this text guides our focus. You can kind of think of it as a conceptual funnel for your brain. In Step 1, we start incredibly wide with the entirety of the Rubik's Cube. Then, in Step 2, we apply the lens of the algorithmic guide. You know, that promise of a structured, repeatable movement. And finally, Step 3, we arrive at the absolute pinnacle of this text's focus, the G-perm. The author is essentially taking us by the hand and walking us rapidly down this funnel of complexity, cutting through all the unnecessary noise of those first two layers, straight to the finish line.
Just look at the contrast here. On one side, we have the incredibly broad context, the Rubik's Cube, which is just infinite possibilities, chaos, a scrambled mess waiting to be solved. And then on the other side, we have the highly specific target, the G-perm, which is a notoriously tricky final layer algorithm used by advanced speed cubers. The entire source text consists of just these two juxtaposed ideas. It brilliantly bridges this massive gap between the ultimate chaotic puzzle and one of the most surgical, precision-based solutions in modern cubing theory. It's honestly a masterclass in narrative contrast, and they managed to deliver it in just 4 words.
Which brings us to Section 3, the G permutation.
All right, this is it, the final layer of our analytical onion for today. We've established the object, we've established the framework and the contrast, and now we arrive at the absolute ultimate destination of our source material, the G permutation. The text concludes its epic little journey with simply G-perm. This right here is the climax. This is the entire reason this guide even exists in the first place. You see, in the world of speed cubing, defining the G permutation is absolutely crucial. It's a notoriously complex set of 4 different algorithms used to swap corners and edges simultaneously. By ending the text right here, the author essentially just drops the mic. They aren't going to spoon-feed you the specific letter notations, the ups, rights, fronts, and downs. They just give you the name. They're pointing you directly to the mountain peak and saying, there it is, now go conquer it. It's bold, it's unashamedly direct, and it actually forces you to become an active participant in your own learning.
And that leads us to our final thought. The algorithmic guide has laid out the parameters. It gave us the cube, and it gave us the exact hyper-specific target we need to hit to achieve mastery. The rest of the work? Well, that's entirely up to you. So the ultimate question this brilliant, ultra-minimalist text leaves us with is this. The guide is written, but are you ready for the G permutation? Does this absolute distillation of cubing theory spark your curiosity to go out there and learn the muscle memory yourself? I really hope this explainer has helped you appreciate the profound economy of words in our source material today and just how much meaning can be packed into so little. Thanks so much for diving into this with me, and as always, stay curious.